Yo guys, what's up? I hope you're having a good day. My name's Anthony Polanco. If you don't know, I'm a really lucky dude who gets to do cool stuff. Not a cool dude who gets to do lucky stuff, but that too. If you haven't seen my other videos, I recommend you check them out at any point in time. Today, I'm just talking about how people can find their truth, their purpose, their meaning, and do that for a living, make money doing it. The people I get to talk to, I do a podcast called God XP, and what we talk about is mostly how to find your purpose and how to identify and self-realize. And people we have on the show have done that as well. They've been able to find their purpose in life and financially support themselves by doing that, in large part. So I recommend you check out the podcast, by the way, if you haven't yet. I've tried to find the truth behind what does it take to find your purpose. That's not what I'm really here today to say, that I found it, but I would like to theorize. Everything we do in life, all the experiences that we have, are for self-discovery. They're self-identifying behaviors. We're downloading information, and you can download your truth, you can download your information in many different ways. Whether you're doing it through a sport, like say for example, I love jiu-jitsu. I train jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu is awesome, and I want to master jiu-jitsu throughout my lifetime. But what jiu-jitsu is super good for is teaching myself about me. Like, I'm learning so much about myself through jiu-jitsu. Or writing music. When you write music, you're getting better at writing music, but you're also, a year of writing music, or 5 years of writing music, or 10 years of writing music, you learn more about yourself than you do about music. And that's just with everything. If you work in any kind of job, if you're a teacher, you're learning so much about yourself, and you're learning about the world through teaching. So I believe that whatever avenue you take to find out your truth and to find out what you love or what you're passionate about, whatever you're going after, you see it in the distance, what is your truth? Or what is the meaning of life? Or what is love? Or what does it take to be wealthy, super successful? That thing that you're pursuing through many different avenues, you can get there. If you want to go to college, and do it through academics, that's another way to find yourself or to find your purpose. Throwing yourself into the workplace, different jobs to find your way. That's another way to do it. Many super successful people have found their way through just working many different types of jobs until they figure it out. So what I think that is you're building experience, and not to say that you can just throw yourself into the haystack to find, the needle, but all of life is an experience. It's like every day you wake up and you're able to download information from any way you want. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to go to school. You can just get out of bed and do anything. You could just pick up the phone and just start calling the most famous people for the entire day, 24 hours. You're just calling people all day. It might not be super successful for you. It might not get you what you want, but you're downloading information, and it might get you what you want. It might be the opportunity that you need, but the point isn't the means to the end. The point is just downloading information, downloading knowledge, downloading truth about yourself and about life and about what life really means. You're doing that now. Whatever you do, if you're going to school, if you work, if you stay at home, if you play video games, you're downloading information. Whether that information is the most valuable, now that's another discussion. How do you strategize to find the most valuable information and the most valuable path, the most efficient path to reaching that knowledge, that truth, the most truth in the time that you're allotted in life? None of us know how long we're going to be here, but if we follow a certain path, a certain plan, consistently, in a certain way, then we can reach whatever goal we want, whatever object, at the end of time that we're searching after. We can find that through downloading information in a strategic way. So hopefully you're on the most strategic path. Fortunately, as human beings, we've left behind, this is just my talk, my daily talk, I love sharing information, and sometimes I don't want to make some super inspirational video. I just want to enjoy my coffee, sit here and talk to you guys. So what was I saying about the strategic path? So being human, we're super lucky because every day you wake up, it's like a new opportunity. The past doesn't matter. The future doesn't matter. What matters is the what's right in front of you. You woke up today. You didn't really deserve to wake up because you went to sleep just kind of hoping that you were going to wake up the next day. Science tells us that we will wake up the next day, but you're kind of leaving it to chance because you're giving up your consciousness by going to sleep. As a human being, there's already paths, outlines, roadmaps, guides for us to follow. Those guides you can find through school, books, mentors, and even spirituality, self-discovery. As humanity, we've left these guides, these roadmaps, like from the beginning of time, we started building them and laying them out, the foundations. We still need to go out and pursue those. We need to find them. We need to figure them out. That's why I love reading books. It's super valuable. I learned so much from reading. I don't know what kind of person I would be today if I didn't read the books that I've read in my life. Also, mentors. I say that you should blend as many avenues of figuring out truths as possible. Utilize them and integrate them into your life so that it's super easy for you to learn new things, for you to figure out yourself and make that a part of your life, expanding, growing. You're a conscious being, and in your lifetime you have, only a certain amount of time. The best thing you can do, regardless of whether you believe in an afterlife, if you believe in heaven and hell, the best thing you can do with your time is grow your person. Because when you die, whether there's something or not, your concerted effort in your life will be either positive or negative. So the best thing you can do is expand your mind, expand your soul, expand your spirit, grow your body, become the ultimate version of yourself. Think of other animals in life. Think of the lion. Think of the eagle. Think of the bear. These creatures that they don't have self-conscious thoughts. They don't think or worry about, who am I? How do other lions see me? How do other bears see me? That's us. That's human. We have self-awareness, so we're self-conscious, and that's what hinders us from truly being ourselves. That's what hinders us from being our ultimate beings, our ultimate forms, all the time. The people that we see that are most successful in life, Oprah, Richard Branson, Obama, Tom Brady, all these, icons, figures, they have a certain level of that they've reached. Whether they have it all figured out or not, I don't know. I don't know them. But I know that they have some of it figured out because they've been able to tap into their ultimate form, their truth, They know who they are. They are being who they are. Maybe not 100%, but like Oprah's probably 85% Oprah all the time. She knows who she is. And famous people throughout history, Gandhi, your favorite people throughout time, Abraham Lincoln, whoever that might be, they knew themselves enough to make a difference by being themselves in their ultimate form, in their true form. The lion would not be intimidated by you because you don't know yourself. The lion knows himself. Lioness knows herself. So just keep that in mind. Like those are a few ways that you can find your truth. Reading books, make that a part of your daily life. Find a way to work it in. Like what I do is I read like 15 minutes at a time. I read 15 minutes in the morning. I just finished reading. I read, even if I'm reading the same book, I'll read just one chapter. This is my favorite book of all time. I just read some of it today. It's The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. This book changed my life when I was going through a major depression. And I read one chapter, not every day, but like, a few times a week. I'll read a chapter in the morning. It's like full of highlighting. Another book I was reading, The Transcendental Mirage. Like I'll just pick up books and just read a chapter, and then put it down. Go on about your business before work or after work, before dinner, during lunch. Just pick up a book and read. Reach out to mentors, people who inspire you, people who you want to be like 10 or 20 years from now. You see something about their life that you really want, find them, pick them out, give them a call, send them a gift, ask them, pay them a serious, true compliment and say, hey, I want to be like you when I'm your age, or I want to be like you in 10 years or 20 years. What can I do? What did you do? Let me model you. Let me interview you about your life. and build a friendship and build a relationship with that person so that you can spend more time with them and start to mirror them, mirror their behavior in that one aspect in life. Say, for example, you know someone who's been married for 50 years and your dream is to be married for the rest of your life. Find that person, find that couple who's been together for 50 years, take them out to dinner, ask them about their life. That is finding mentors in your life. Models that you can model yourself after. That's how it works. That's how every famous person that you know, Warren Buffett, he had Ben Graham, famous investor. Tons of people, basically everybody that you know, every famous person had someone to look up to. It's very rare for someone to not have a teacher or a master, Think of like Star Wars. There's the Jedi Master and then there's the apprentice. Like, you need to find your master and help. You can have many, you can have multiple, because every person has something, but their entire life might not be there. You don't want to trust someone with every aspect of life. If you find some playboy billionaire to mentor you on business, you wouldn't want to learn about relationships from them because they're probably not the best at that. So be smart about it, and you always want to stay true to yourself. The other prong of realizing yourself is self-analysis and self-awareness through downloading information in life, like through books or mentors or taking courses in college or online. You always want to balance it out by continuously self-analyzing. Have conversations with yourself. Analyze your conversations with yourself. Are you speaking positively to yourself or negatively to yourself? I've been able to grow my life in the ways I want by doing these things. So that's basically the fundamental principles behind finding yourself, in my opinion, in my philosophy. Other people you talk to might have a different opinion or a different theory on how it all works, but that's what I did when I basically reinvented myself after I went through my major depression. I went through therapy, I read books, I self-analyzed through meditation and yoga, and I got mentors, and I did programs and courses for business, and just found my way. And so I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I am saying I've got a really good system. And when you have a really good system that helps you grow, you know that you can use that system without fail. It's like using a machine. If you find a machine that helps you blend fruit, you don't ever need to worry about finding another machine that blends fruit for you, because you've already got that machine. You can blend as many fruits as you want. If it breaks, then maybe you can consider finding a new machine. But until it breaks, blend some fucking fruit. Make more smoothies. So just push it until it breaks. So that's what I've kind of always done, is just push my systems until they break. And when they break, then I make a new system. But so far, I've found that this is the best system for self-realization and actualization. Self-actualization, in my opinion, is like executing consistently on who you are and letting that be your method for growth. Like, you're consistently executing on who you think you need to be and growing. And as long as you're growing and you're happy with that growth, then that's the life you want to live. So I'm not sure this is exactly what I wanted to say today, but it's all very good. So the other thing I want to say is, a lot of people think just go with the flow, and God will, if God wants something to be for your life, then it will be, and if not, then it won't be. And I always like to say, if you're doing the right thing for yourself in your life, then God has no choice but to help you do that, because in doing so, God is helping himself. God is helping himself by helping you if you're doing the right thing in life. So don't be afraid of going out and pursuing the right thing that you want for yourself, because God will make it happen. Otherwise, God is contradicting what God wants for life. And so God would not hurt himself or herself, or however you see God. It is God's will for you to succeed. And therefore, if you do the thing in the consistent way, God has no choice but to help you in order to help himself, in order to help herself, in order the universe to help itself. So just keep that in mind. I hope that's helpful. I'm finished with my cup of coffee, so I'm gonna get back to work, but I'm enjoying doing these videos, and I hope you're enjoying them as well. I'll get better at doing them as time goes on. This is like one of the first few, so of course I've done videos in the past. This is just a new format in which I can just do a daily video, a daily talk, and the people who like to watch, hopefully, is benefiting. So I know I'm a little low energy, and I know that I need to get better at timing and all that, but since I'm not like coming at these videos with like a specific frame or an outline or anything, I'm doing my best, and I'm sure I'll get better with time. So appreciate you watching. Hope you're having a good day. Peace.